What's up, y'all? Catching me on my way home this time. How everybody been out there? Good, I hope. I know y'all heard about this whole Lebron James and Stephen A. Smith mess. To all my sports fans out there. Or you probably don't even have to be a sports fan to heard about that, because it's more of like one of them entertainment things. Everybody got leaks and outlets to everywhere. So even if you're not a sports fan, this might pertain to you. But what happened was, I believe it was last night, the Lakers played the Knicks. And after the game, LeBron walked up to Stephen A. Smith. He was sitting courtside. And sorry if the sun getting y'all way. If it does, y'all can still hear me. Y'all need to see my ugly face anyway. It's like, no. But yeah, LeBron came up to Stephen A. Smith. We all know who Stephen A. Smith is. Journalist for ESPN. Got his start, believe it or not. Well, not his very first start, but in his early years was working for my local paper, the Philadelphia Inquirer. He was a beat reporter for the Sixers and the journalist. But that's a little backstory. We're going to get into the crust of it. But yeah, LeBron came up, and a lot of lip readers are saying, because I didn't see it. Well, I saw it after the fact, like the replays of it. I think on YouTube I saw it. A lot of lip readers are saying he was talking about his son, like pretty much stop talking about my son, keep my son's name out of your mouth, whatever the case may be. I'm going to give y'all some backstory on me. I'm no LeBron hater, but I'm no LeBron lover either. I respect him as the second best player in NBA history, behind Michael. And he recently passed. He was third, and I moved him up to second in recent years because I had Kareem at second. But LeBron then overpassed Kareem in my eyes. So I give him his respect. One of the best players I ever seen with my two eyeballs. Just, dynamic. Pass, shoot, dunk. Great style. All the things above. I still won't give him that crown over Jordan, though. That's not happening. Unless something crazy happened in the rest of his career. The little career that he got left. But that's another story. I like LeBron. I'm no LeBron lover, but I'm no LeBron hater. As far as Stephen A., kind of the same way. I like Stephen A. I respect his craft. His grind. Moving up in journalism. Being the number one show, daytime show on television. The whole nine. Just signed a contract for $100 million, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't agree with everything he said. I don't. I do agree with a lot Stephen A. Smith say, but I don't agree with everything. So my take on this is, I get it. That's your son. See, I see where both parties are coming from. Stephen A., being the hardcore journalist that he is, not biting his tongue, he like this with everybody for the most part. He's going to call it like he see it. But I do respect LeBron because I have a son, and I'm gonna fight for my son to the very end, unless he wrong. My one thing I taught my kids: if you wrong, you wrong. I still got your back, but if you wrong, you wrong. Take accountability. Some people can take notes from that. But anyway, I'm going to fight. I think we all going to rock out for our kids, good, bad, or indifferent. So I get where he coming from, but LeBron, your son is a millionaire, and he's an NBA professional basketball player. When you got journalists out here, they doing their job. It ain't like he said something. I don't even know what was really said, because the only thing I know of Stephen A. and everybody is Bronny James ain't living up to the potential. But we knew that. We knew that coming out of college. Bronny James wasn't the only reason why he got on the Lakers is because of his dad, if we being real. And that's no knock against him, because I like Bronny James too. I like Bronny James. He cool. He not half a quarter of what his dad was or is, but it is what it is. Everybody not going to be MJ. Everybody not going to be LBJ. That's a hard, act to follow. But he's not even a minuscule on that level. And it is what it is. The man, he's in the pros. He's doing his thing. But you got to also understand that there's reporters and journalists that have to do their thing. And what it's coming back to is what I've been saying and what I said a lot in a recent video. When did we get so soft? When did men get so soft? Because LeBron ain't the only one. Now his, I can actually kind of understand and coincide with because it is his son. But you got players out here going after journalists and tweeting and going back and forth in Instagram with journalists over them talking about the way they play or if they had a bad night or they had a bad performance. Not just in the NBA, in every league. When did men become so soft? In professional sports and in the world. Remember, y'all, I've been saying this. And don't get me wrong. When I say soft, I'm not meaning physically soft. I mean mentally. Everything somebody say about you is like, ooh is me. Oh, feel sorry for me. You can't say that about me. How dare you? When do we get like that as men? Now I expect everybody to be like me and have some of the thickest skin of all time. Because that is me. I don't care what nobody think of me. I don't care. Obviously, I have feelings. I have emotions. I have pride, dignity, all that. But I really don't care, especially if it's a stranger or especially if they don't know or especially if they tell them the truth. You had I'm not talking about the LeBron thing. I'm talking about just in general in sports. You had a bad shooting night or you had a bad performance on the field. And you get mad that a reporter or a journalist talked about it on TV or wrote about it. I don't see what the problem is. I really don't. I'm not saying you got to like the person and become their best friend, but to check somebody over something that is fact and that is true is like, nah. And like I said, I don't expect everybody to be like me, but I remember back in my day when I was young boy coming up, men wasn't this soft. Men wasn't this frickled and moved and touched by every little word. And if I'm lying, comment down below. Let me know. Maybe I'm off, but something ain't right. Something is in the water. Something is, And like I said, I'm not talking about just the LeBron thing. Because if anything, I kind of side with his situation a little more because that is his son. But at the same time, all Stephen A is doing is his job. So it's like, what we doing here? You don't have to like Stephen A. And I don't think that he never liked Stephen A. And one of the reasons is probably because Stephen A speaks, for the most part, he's no Charles Barkley, but he does speaks his mind. And the only thing as far as the history with Stephen A that he goes against LeBron on is the whole MJ conversation. And that probably stems back to why LeBron don't really rock with him like that. But my thing is, damn, he's admitting that you're the second best player all the time. That's not enough? It's like some of these players is divas. You're not going to be the best player in everybody's eyes. Some people got you as the best player of all time, but not everybody. And I'm one of the people that don't you're second. And it is what it is. But not to get sidetracked on who's the best. This is more about us as men and our emotions. You know what I'm saying? The way we get moved by every little thing. Even in the real world, you got people oh man, I don't know the lingo, so y'all might laugh at me. I don't know how it go. I don't have no social medias besides YouTube, and I barely call this a social media. This is what it is. It's a hobby for me. I like doing it. It is what it is. But I don't have an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, none of that. So I don't really know the lingo, but I hear people getting emotional on the internet about tweets and retweets and re-uploads and hearts and posts. You didn't like my pic, so you're an op now. And what is going on? What is that shit? What is that? What happened to men face to face, talking our differences out, squashing it, or letting it be whatever it's going to be, and moving on? What happened? Like, what's all this? You didn't like that picture I had on my new red shirt, and you didn't like it. You not my friend now, or whatever. I'm not going to follow you no more because of it. Like, and like I said, I'm paraphrasing because I don't know the lingo, but I know it goes on. It goes on. I hear it like throughout my daily routine. I hear this type of shit. And it's like, what is that? Beefing over a tweet or beefing over with somebody that you could call your friend or used to call your friend. And now, no, I'm not liking him no more. I'm taking this post down that I did like, and I'm whatever. I don't know. Like I said, that's why I ain't even gonna get into that because I'm out of my lane when it comes to that the whole social media stuff. I'm out of my lane. I know what goes on, but I don't know how to word that shit because I'm not, and I'm the minority. I don't expect people to be like me, and I just don't, like I told you, I'm a blast from the past. Through and through. I'm old school. There's some things I'm up on, but this internet stuff with the whole Instagram and taking a picture of every little thing you do and posing in front of a building to let people know you're there and here's my location and all that stuff. I'm not nothing about that. I'm old when it comes to that, and I'll be old. I'm old school to the fullest. But anyway, I'm a Renaissance man. There we go. But getting back to what we was talking about, the topic at hand, it's just like, I don't understand, when did we become so soft in every little thing? Getting back to these athletes, it's like, LeBron is your son. I get it. Your son is a grown man now, making millions of dollars, playing a professional sport. Everybody's not going to coddle him. That's your job to coddle. You coddle him. But ain't no journey. If he had a bad shooting night or he didn't live up to his expectation or whatever, I don't even know what Stephen A. said. But it is what it is. Do I agree with everything Stephen A. say? No. He could be a coon at times. He could be a company man and all that. And that's not even a knock. I'm just saying the way he carry it. He could be like toe the line with certain stuff and then other things he don't. But it's like with these athletes, they even the whole Kwame Brown thing, right? Even the whole Kwame Brown thing. I didn't like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. And Kwame, the new Kwame Brown, the podcast or whatever he calls himself now, I'm cool with Kwame. Like, I like what he doing. He seemed like a real bull. He got a nice following. No shade. But all that, like, the whole, him and Stephen A. Smith back and forth. Him being mad at Stephen A. for calling him a bust and all that. That was soft. That was soft. And I'm sitting here, like, I don't care what nobody think. I like Kwame Brown. I like him as a influencer or whatever he is now, podcaster or whatever. I like Kwame Brown, right? So it's no shade. I don't see what's wrong with saying you don't like something that somebody did, and then all of a sudden, oh, you hate that person, or you hating, or you must don't like that person. See right there. I'm sitting here saying I like Kwame Brown for what he's doing now, or whatever. He wasn't the best basketball player in the world, but shit, he was one of the best in the world if he made it to the NBA. Stephen A. was known for calling him a bust and all this. Okay, it ain't that deep. The only time it should be that deep if people get personal. I remember back in the day, before this internet stuff, where you had beat reporters and people that worked for, the paper or the news or whatever, that used to get into it with players. Like, nothing physical for the most part. Here and there was like very few incidents where stuff got physical. But it was usually words or I don't like this person or what did you say last night on your what did you put in the paper this morning? Don't say nothing to me. But that was more personal stuff where beat reporters was talking about people's families and scandals and people. And the Brown thing is a family situation, but your son played for the league. I'm talking about back when I remember Jim Everett got into it with Jim Rome. If y'all remember, back in the early 90s, early to mid 90s. That was personal. He was saying his name wrong and stuff like that. Personal stuff is no problem. Like, I get that. That's when men was men. We going to stand on morals and principles and we going to, figure this out, because you getting too personal. You ain't even talking about the game no more. You talk about my family, or you saying my name wrong to be smart, or you such. I understand that. But most of the time, what these players be bitching and complaining about is their play. Because somebody say you didn't have a good game, or you shouldn't be an all-star, or whatever. That's their opinion. They get paid to put their opinion on paper or on the TV screen. Voice their opinion on the TV screen. I don't know if I'm crazy, and I'm not an NBA player or a professional athlete, but if I was, I would respect that. I wouldn't give a damn. Now, would I probably be friends with the person that's writing that stuff about me? Probably not. But I would respect that they doing their job. I would respect that they just doing their job. If I felt it was personal, maybe I would check it then. But if somebody just saying, damn, when Deep had a bad game out there, he struck out 3 times, or he threw 3 interceptions, and they just speaking facts, why am I being mad? Why am I getting mad about that? Why am I getting mad? And that's what I'm talking about. It's a full circus. It goes full surface around the board with these athletes and with men here in America, in the real world, being soft and being so diligent with every little word and holding people up to standards with every little thing they say or post, to the point where it's like, oh, you don't like, you a hater now. You never liked me because you did this, you did that. So sensitive and fragile. What's going on? What's happening with us? And as I preferenced before, you don't have to be people so newsy. You don't have to be macho man. You don't have to walk around. I'm not saying walk around like cavemen and take it back to gladiator days where we all was Vikings and we was all Neanderthals or whatever you want to call it. Because I'm not even like that. I'm a man, but I'm not walking around with my chest poked out all day. I'm regular. I'm a regular boy, but I ain't never been sassy. I ain't never been feminine. I never been so soft on words, or if people don't like something I do, oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what we need to get back to, gentlemen. But like I said, I ain't gonna bore y'all too much. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Did LeBron take it a little too far, even though I understand where he coming from, because that is his son, but you step into a man about his opinion about play, about basketball, not nothing personal at all, and you step into this man courtside? Or was it a build-up energy because he don't think you better than Jordan, and he voiced that quite well and everybody know it? Maybe it's that. Maybe it ain't even got nothing to do with his son. Maybe that was the thing that tipped him over or whatever. It could be that. I don't know. But one thing I do know is we gotta start building our backbones up a little bit, gentlemen, and stop getting into all this words and people's opinions and just, I gotta say it again, get back to the basics, y'all. We gotta get back to the basics. Write y'all comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit that little bell too so y'all don't miss a video I'm doing. I plan on bringing out some more, being more consistent with these videos. So tap that bell so y'all know when I'm bringing a new video out. All right? I'm gonna take my black behind home. I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, holla.